Hi guys, welcome back to another Horus Heresy unboxing video. This time we have the new plastic Legion Astartes Sicaran battle tank. So $62.50 for the new kit. What we're getting is, it looks like we're only going to have the 1/3 option for the, I think it's, what's it, an accelerator auto cannon or something like that. We have a heavy bolter, hull mounted heavy bolter, we have side mounted las cannons, Volkite culverins and heavy bolters. So I'm going to do the usual thing, pop this box open and we'll get a look at the sprues. Okay guys, so I've just slid, it's got a tray insert in the box, so I just slid that out. First thing I'm seeing here is a sprue, I was going to say a track. There's a lot of track here, so like the normal kind of Rhino tracks or Predator tracks, if you've built any of the standard baby marine stuff, we have a long piece, you have a couple of hundred small pieces, and then there's different sizes. Then we've doubles, we've got quad ones there, and then a slightly longer one, similar to the old design. It's got the studs underneath it, so it looks like actual tracks. So there's sprue number one is just sprue tank tracks. Okay, this is the usual heavy weapon sprue. You've got your bulldozer, your multi-melta, all that kind of stuff. I reviewed this on the Kratos and the Spartan, so I'm not going to bother having a look at this again, but I did try and use this helmet here on my Leviathan. It was just way too small. So sprue 2 is the vehicle upgrade sprue. Sprue number 3 is our side sponson weapons by the looks of it. We also seem to have an option for a flamer. Interesting. It looks like, yeah, I think we can use flamers as a side sponsor. I'll have a look at the instructions now in a minute. So you have your housing for it, you've got your, basically they're all in half, so you have half a las cannon, half a heavy bolter, half of the Volkite culverin. This section here seems to make up the flamer, so you've got these two parts which would be half and half, and then the top and bottom of the flamer mount, half a las cannon barrel, heavy bolter, ammo drums, cables, targeting array to hold that goes on top of the sponson. And you have the same again, so you've basically half the heavy bolter, the las cannon, the Volkite culverin, and I didn't actually realise this it was a flamer. I didn't see that on the box, so it must be a flamer option on it. Okay, cool. So sprue number 3 is your sponson weapons. Okay, so sprue number 4, we have the side of the tank here. For scale we will use Mark 6 Marine, so that's how we're looking for scale. It's actually a bit smaller than I originally thought it was. They looked quite big. I'd say that's the bottom. This is the front section. It's probably the back section where the power pack or the tank will go with all the exhausts on it. We have under wheels, which I imagine are probably going to go on the bottom down here. Small armour panels, corner armour panels. That looks like a big piece. I'd like to say for the front, I'm not sure where that's going to go now. And on the other side, okay, so these bits here, they kind of have little studs on them. Looks like they slide into these holes here. So there's not much on that. So sprue number 4 is the sides of the tank, possibly the bottom and the back. Yeah, here's the top of the tank now, sprue number 5. So I'd imagine this is the turret mount straight up. We have the actual turret itself, the front kind of hull armour, so this will be the driver's window. You've got armour panels. That's obviously the heavy bolter for the hull mounted one. We've got a targeting array, exhaust tanks, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 exhaust tanks. These look like the shells of I think it's a heavy accelerated auto cannon. I'm not sure on the name, I'd have to check that, but that's obviously part of the component to make up the gun, because there's the gun barrel. Armour panels from the box. I think this is the back of the gun. This bit looks like it should fit over this targeting array, and then we've other little gribblies there. Flip this over. Okay, so these are all kind of the internal parts of there, nothing major. I think that might actually be the, if you can see this little boy here, I think this is actually the front barrel of the gun. So you have to glue half the barrel on, and then I think that thing goes on top. So obviously we have more Legion Astartes vehicle transfer sheet. The numbers are fine. If I might use them for company numbers rather than Legion numbers, but that's probably all I'll be able to use off of them. And then we have the instruction manual. Okay, so have a quick flip through this here. Yeah, so you're starting off with building the side of the tank, which is going to go into build. So you build the left side, build the right side, put your tracks on. You build your basically your pilot's chair. You have a hole mounted heavy bolter. It's telling you not to glue it so it'll swivel. Then I'll make up the middle of the tank by the looks of it, with the bottom, the front, the driver's area and the back. So then we're going to clip the sides on. Okay, it's nice and straightforward. Add in armour. Top goes on, nice and straightforward. Okay, build your power packs. Still a bit disappointed with the size of this. I expected it to be much bigger, especially for the price the Forge Worlds were charging for the resin versions. And I'm presuming we're just going to get a new version of, it'll be the same main body, but the turret will change each time that they bring out a plastic version of each of the other variants. Okay, so you're making up sensory arrays and stuff like that. Turret mounted accelerator autocannon, that's what we have. Okay, so they just kind of clip on the sides, so there's no other option there for other kind of mounts to go in. It's just this one that we're getting. But I'd say, looking at this here, there's slots here on the side. If you really wanted to, you could probably embed a magnet in the side of the gun here and just put it into the hole, and that might make it a bit easier for magnetising future kits to come out. But I sincerely doubt that they're going to make it as an upgrade sprue. It'll be a whole new kit that you're going to be buying. So sponsor mounted weapons, you have your heavy bolter, your last cannon. There is a heavy flamer option and a Volkite culverin. Obviously I'm going to go with the Volkite culverin because I think they're just awesome looking guns. That's just going through how to make your side sponsons, same as the Kratos. They rotate on the same way as the Kratos, which is good, because the way I'm looking at this is, I actually think I built my I gave the Kratos last cannon, so I can swap them out for the Volkite culverins off of this. Okay, what else have we got here? The usual stuff. Or turret mounted, or these pintle mounted, sorry, combi weapons. Pintle mounted havoc launcher, multi-melt gunner. Okay. You can have a commander. I wonder if that makes if that's an upgrade you can take. Tank commander. Okay. And then finally we have the hunter killer missile, the smoke launcher and the searchlight. And just in case that the tank ever runs out of fuel, especially the way the petrol prices have been going in Ireland, we have tow hooks if one of the other boys wants to come back and tow us out. Right, so that's the review of the kit. I'm going to pause this here, get the kit built, and we'll come back and have a look. Hi guys, welcome back. Here's the built Sicaran battle tank. So I've left the turret removable, just easy for storage. I put too much glue on for the hull mounted heavy bolter so it doesn't spin. I left the targeting array free movement, didn't glue it in place, and the guns also have a small bit of movement in them as well. Did decide to go for the tank commander option. Think he looks pretty baller. Probably could have given him a Blood Angel shoulder pad, but I'll just stick a transfer on that instead. So it looks pretty cool. that's the kind of the turret. Now I imagine the rest of the turrets will also fit onto this kind of slot, but I think the issue is we're not going to get them as upgrade sprues. There'll be whole other tanks. So I actually ended up going with the heavy bolter option just to keep things spicy. So hops on and off nice and easy. Same on this side, heavy bolter. Hull mounted heavy bolter. I just kind of went for an infantry killing tank with this. So he's got the accelerator autocannon and then some heavy bolters just for some heavy fire support. I was going to do a thing that I seen someone do with their Kratos on Instagram where they rotated this hatch open and put a commander kind of figure in there. I didn't bother with this one. I have a second one to build. I might do that when I have a bit more time. I just wanted to get this built for the video. The one thing I'd say is a bit weird is the tank tracks. Okay, they stop about here and we put this armour panel on, and they stop about here as well, and they leave spare tank tracks, which I think is really weird. I don't think I've ever come across that with a GW kit before, where they kind of leave you with extra bits like that there. On the back we have the power pack, so you've got two big stacks and a small stack. I'm going to take this out just to give you a full spin around. So that's at the back. It looks like it's a pretty sturdy build, and what I did like about it when I was putting it together was the sides clip into this section quite easily. They kind of got like notches and stuff, so it's just a case of run your glue along it, push it together, hold it for about 10 seconds, and that's it, set. Same on this side obviously, and then the top goes in, so there's small gaps there but they're not too bad. Really enjoyed building this kit. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is painting the tank tracks, because thought about it afterwards, probably because you glue on these two armour sections and these two sections, probably should have left them off, painted the tracks and then glued them in after painting the tank, but it is what it is, lessons were learned. And that's it for this one. Let me know what you think of the Sicaran battle tank down below. Stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.